The 9th generation of Toyota is visited at Tiantan store. What about this car? It was launched in China in March this year, and its price range is from 171,800 to 259,800. It is also divided into 3 versions based on the powertrain. One is a 20-liter automatic pure oil and 20-liter dual action and 2.5-liter dual action. As for this car, its entire discount rate is about 30,000 yuan, which means that its entry-level model is also a naked car priced at 140,000 yuan after the discount. The sales volume has been rising for several months. It seems that he sold 18,000 units in January. This sales volume is already exactly the same as that. The mid-size car of the header brand in front of them is Pat. And what about Camry? I think it is very important to sell well. One reason is this dual sport system, because at the entire naked car price of 150,000, you can buy almost all heavy-duty vehicles of joint venture brands currently in the domestic market. But once you come to the all-electric field, it is one of the few choices, and it may still be considered the one I think at present. A choice. This is also a key factor for a good start. Then this generation of Camry, I think compared with the previous generation, the most important change in appearance is actually that the entire front body surface is already at the rear. I think it still feels like the previous generation and the previous design change idea. I think it wants to adapt to more young users, so the entire front shape should be more avant-garde and radical. In terms of car body, the length of the car is 49152.825. In fact, Camry is not the same. A medium-sized car with space. Therefore, in terms of data, Batat is ahead, but Camry's entire space performance is also completely in line with the level that a medium-sized car should have. Then in terms of wheels, it is equipped with 17, 18 and 19 inches according to different configurations, but now after his two-way Chinese version, you can choose certain configurations, including tires. You can upgrade from the first phase to 18 inches. This price is 2,000 yuan, which is actually not expensive. The price ranges from 2,000 to 6,500 yuan, but as I mentioned earlier, you have to get the 20-liter premium board and then choose it, and then it costs 2,000 yuan per seat. This is a relatively valuable choice. Configuration, and in terms of the overall experience, Toyota does everything from the perspective of pragmatism. Although its entire interior view, I think it has also made many upgrades, including the size of the entire screen. A board in the whole central control is integrated with the previous physical buttons, and now it uses this kind of tactile buttons. I think this is very good. It is both beautiful and practical, and then it is still the main color in the overall color scheme. That is, it is not a particularly popular style nowadays, but how to put it, it is the person who really buys this car. In other words, users who really care about practical performance actually come to this car, and I think the acceptance level will be relatively high. The central control screen, and what about the mid to high-end driving? It is a 12.3-inch full instrument plus a 12.3-inch hollow screen, and then there will also be a built-in 8155 car chip. Then in terms of version range, whether it is a 20-liter or 2.0-liter two-way version, their elite version is the lowest. As for the configuration, it is not enough to support practicality. My suggestion is that at least the luxury version will have the standard LR leather, manually adjustable directional seats with main K-frame electric adjustment. Got the whole deluxe version, and then on top of this, if your budget is more sufficient, I recommend adding a budget of 10,000 to its mid to expensive version, and then adding 2 more pieces to choose a seat. Then the entire configuration level will be very comprehensive, and the configuration in terms of daily car comfort is also completely strong. Then, in terms of the power version, first of all, my conclusion is that I do not recommend everyone to buy 20 liters of natural oil. Why? Because although its overall price is lower, many joint venture brand center cars in the same level are also at this price, and they will be better than this version in terms of power performance. What is the most important thing? That is, the price difference between the version and its 20-liter double version is 8,000 yuan and 8,000 yuan, so you can get a sense of responding from the whole power. To comprehensively improve this account in terms of fuel economy, I believe everyone can calculate clearly that the price difference of 8,000 yuan is in the whole car cycle, and the two-way version can easily come back. Therefore, if you consider oil, I suggest that you must go to his two-way version and then the 2.5-liter double copy. In fact, I choose a lot of them. Therefore, the most obvious advantage of this generation is its 20 pair. This version is the one with the most obvious advantages and the most cost-effective.